Hey guys, Axie Watchmen here. We're going to talk about some arena basics in Axie Infinity and with our Beast Aqua plant combo. A few basics that we want to know about is that when you start in the arena, you're going to be dealt 6 cards and get 3 energy in the first round. So those 6 cards come from each of your Axies that have 4 basic parts. They have 4 cards. You'll get 2 of each of those cards, which means 8 cards per Axie, which is 24 cards in your deck. In the lower left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see the number of cards that are left in your deck, and until you've used all those cards, you will not get new cards. For instance, if you have Pumpkin, you use Pumpkin on your plant to give you a shield, you can only use that card twice until you have to use all of your cards to hopefully draw Pumpkin again. Thinking about that is an advantage because that means you can count your opponent's cards and know when they're going to play something, or when they've played both of their pumpkins. You don't have to worry about them throwing up a huge shield. You can burn down that tank. The other thing is you can play odds. What are the odds that they drew both pumpkins in the first round? So it's a little bit of a mind game where you're thinking how to play against your opponent and what your opponent's going to do, which is why we like to have some outplay potential. So we have some different cards, some things you don't normally see, because when you don't see it in the arena, you're not prepared to face it, which puts you at a disadvantage. We like the Axies that we have, as opposed to running Terminators, reptiles, double aquas. Now our team does struggle a little bit with double aquas, but fortunately the higher MMR, a couple people who play them, but it's very important that you learn what the win conditions are for your team. The only way you get to learn this is by playing more games. So that being said, don't worry about your MMR right now. What we want you to do is we want you to learn the game, get good at the game, learn all the cards. What do the cards do? We want you to learn, just by looking at an Axie, you know what cards that Axie has. So you don't have to click on it and figure out, oh, what's this guy do? What's this guy do? You'll know when you see them. The more common ones are probably easier to recognize, but like with our team, first round always takes a long time because they're always looking at our team wondering how the heck do we even use the team that we use. Know the cards. We don't care about your MMR at this point. We want you to get your 75 minimum a day. The Axies that we're using, there's only 3 of them in existence. So, and we own 2 of them. It's difficult to breed these. So that's what we're doing right now, and we're going to try to get them into your hands, because as you guys succeed, that's success for us. We're only playing 1 account. You guys are only playing 1 account. We want to make sure that as we breed out this special team, that we're getting them into your hands. First round is really important because you're going to have 3 energy. You might be tempted to use that 3 energy to get some damage out, but the issue is that our cards or our Axies work with combos, and combos need 3 cards minimum. So if you have your Dual Blade Ronin and your 0-cost Twin Tail in your hand, you could use it, but if the value that you're getting from using that card, like let's say you're going to attack a tank and that tank has a heal, then you're essentially wasting that combo. You're wasting 3 energy because that tank can just easily heal that damage up the next round without much trouble, and you got nothing for your expenditure of cards. What we like to do is we like to wait until we can 100 to 0. In that case, when you're dealing with a plant, even the tankiest plants will go from 100 to 0 if you have 2 dual blades and 2 Ronins. The 2 dual blade, 2 Ronin does around 700 or 800 damage. It's a crazy amount. I can't remember what it is. It does a lot of damage. And regardless of if they double pumpkin, double carrot, they're going to die. You're going to win. With our team, you end up one-on-one with the plant a lot because we attack from the back to the front. It's just a waiting game to wait till you get your 4 cards. And once you've got those cards, you'll even sacrifice your aqua, let your aqua sit there and die to the plant in order for your beast to get those 4 cards. Once you got those 4 cards, it's game over. What do you do with the team that you've got right now? Some of you have asked for double aqua. Some of you have plant, beast, aqua. Some of you have double beast plant. What you do with your team now is you learn the strengths of your team. You learn the weaknesses of your team. You learn the teams that you're good against. You learn the teams that you're bad against. And you theorize how to beat those teams. When you're watching YouTube and somebody's giving you the best strategy for Axie Infinity right now, that's great, but buying that team doesn't guarantee that you're going to win. You have to play that team properly. And a lot of the teams that people like Elijah, who's phenomenal, a great player, Indez, another great player, the teams that they're playing are expensive. So it's hard to get your hands on those. It's hard for us to get our hands on them to give them to you. So we feel like we've found a reasonable compromise where we can get you Axies that are competitive and can win, but they're difficult to breed. So we'd like to see several Watchmen in the top 100 spots. That would be amazing. So that being said, a lot of people asking for swapping out Axies, and they're worried about their MMR. Do not worry about that. Like I said, just get your 75 or a little more, whatever you're doing in the arena. We're not upset with you. It's fine. We expect that. So in this first few weeks, it's a learning process. And we expect you to keep learning. And we will keep breeding Axies and trying to get more than just 3 in the world out there and into your hands. So I hope this video is helpful. I hope that you guys will keep learning and keep striving to get better, and we will do everything that we can to help you get better. Have a blessed day.